It's a heartbreak that led to a haunting felt all the way from here on Church Street to the Battery in downtown Charleston. The daughter of Vice President Aaron Burr, the man infamously known for his duel and then killing of Alexander Hamilton, resided in Charleston. Though believed his daughter Theodosia Burr Alston's story in Charleston begins at the Edmonston Alston house, it actually begins at the Thomas B. house, where she stayed with her husband, Joseph Alston.
Back then, you didn't really marry for romantic love. You kind of it was more arranged marriages.
Andrew Kuhn, the general manager of Bulldog Tours, says, while typical for that time, it's believed Joseph, who would later become governor of South Carolina, and Theodosia cared deeply for one another, as stated in letters and through a shared grief.
In 1812, Theodosia and her husband Joseph actually had a son. The son was about 10 years old and unfortunately passed away.
Their son, taken by malaria. Theodosia soon falling into a deep depression.
Joseph Alston was so concerned for his wife that he had a physician just with her all the time.
But towards the end of that year, Theodosia received word her exiled father was coming back to the country. Wanting to see him, she begged to meet him, but concerned for her safety, Governor Alston allowed the travel only on conditions.
As long as your health starts improving, doesn't get any worse, as long as that doctor stays with you, along with a close personal friend of the family, and then finally you have to be on a ship that will be the fastest ship that we know of that will get you there, then you can go and see your father.
Little did the governor know, it was the last time he'd see his wife.
The ship just completely vanished.
Theories of storms and pirates swirled, but nothing was ever verified, aside from a grave heartbreak.
Joseph Alston started writing letters to New York to make sure his wife had safely arrived, and of course those letters were returned by a grief-stricken father who finally had to come to terms with that he was never going to see his daughter ever again.
But Theodosia's story doesn't end there.
The winter months, as you kind of go walk out in the evening, is that a lot of people have reported seeing a woman dressed in that kind of period attire, specifically, those beautiful hoop skirts and the capelet, but it doesn't look like something that was just made in a costume shop. I mean, you can really see the hand stitchings and the silk, everything that went into it. And when they approach her, they say that she has this cold look, and she's just staring out into the darkness of the harbor.
Many then shown was believed to be the only known portrait of Theodosia, stating they believe it's the same person seen disappearing into the water. As for why Kuhn believes her presence is still in Charleston,
these great emotions that we go through creates energy, and the energy is just embedded in everything that is around us. And so even if Theodosia had maybe but a footnote in our history, she left a mark here, a mark that will never be destroyed and will forever remain here.
For more on the life, love, and legacy of Theodosia Burr Alston, you can find that below. In downtown Charleston, I'm Kate Prestak. Count on 2.